This is the HP Victus 15L. The Ryzen 5 5600G and Radeon RX 6400 combo delivers surprisingly robust results for its price point. The Victus 15L somehow manages to hold its own with AAA titles, delivering decent gameplay at medium to high settings across the board. RDR2 with medium to high settings can run more or less 45 FPS. Well, it's not the best, but considering this is a graphics-intensive game, so why not? Forza Horizon 5 with high settings runs at a stable above 60 average. Valorant, which will of course have a higher frame rate, is easier to run, but at a 1080p high preset, it performs well at an average of 270 FPS. Safe to say your only bottleneck in Valorant will be your skill. The 32GB of RAM is very sweet indeed. It's DDR5 as well, which of course ensures that multitasking and game loading titles are decently snappy, while the 1TB SSD offers ample storage, and of course it also helps with the loading times. More under the hood, the Victus 15L comes equipped with a Ryzen 5 5600G. Now I know this is 2 generations old by now, but the improvements are actually incremental that even this processor can hold its own very well by today's standards, whether it's for work or for gaming. The AMD Radeon RX 6400 GPU is quite basic if you think about it, but as you saw earlier with the gaming tests, it performs decently, especially for the price. Now the rest of the internals are well organized, making future upgrades a breeze for those who like to tinker. But considering that this PC is quite small, there's little room for larger GPUs. It's always possible to have an external GPU configuration, however. On the connectivity front, the Victus has 4 USB-A 3.0 ports, a USB-C 3 port, and a 3.5mm jack. There are also 4 more USB ports, but I think this time it's just 2.0 ports. And this is not just one of the budget PCs you can get right now. It's also one of the smallest and lightest pre-built PCs that you can get at just about 11 pounds. It's also just 13 inches tall, 12 inches in length, and 6 inches wide. I think it's safe to say that you will have a spot for this PC. HP includes their Omen gaming hub with the Victus, which, while more limited than its higher-end counterparts, still offers useful features like system optimization tools and basic lighting controls. It's a nice touch that adds value to the overall package. In terms of thermals and noise, the Victus stays cool under pressure without sounding like a jet engine. Looks like HP has put thought into the airflow design, allowing for sustained gaming sessions without thermal throttling or excessive fan noise. The HP Victus 15L with its Ryzen 5 5600G, 32GB of RAM, 1TB SSD, and AMD Radeon RX 6400 GPU is a testament to the fact that you don't need to spend a fortune to enjoy a decent gaming experience. And I'll say it again for clarification, it's decent, but again for the price, which is under $600 for this configuration, it's great in my book. And I think new gamers or budget-oriented gamers should consider this in their list. But if you're looking for something with a bit more punch, I recommend checking other Victus 15L configurations like this one with a Ryzen 7 5700G and an RX 6600 XT, which, for those unfamiliar, is just a tad bit more powerful than the more famous and trusted NVIDIA RTX 3060. And for $800, I'd say it's still worth it. If you're interested in either HP Victus, just scan these QR codes or check the links in the description box below. This has been Marty, and I'll see you tomorrow.